He's not quite ready.
The right place for it? Is that where it was?
Yeah.
You rolling?
Yes, on your cue, whenever you want.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, Matthew, first of all, I have to say I'm happy to see you again, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy 25, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's kind of mind-boggling in a way when I think of all the things that you've accomplished in 25 years. Does it seem that way to you?
I guess. I've been knowing that it was going to happen for quite some time, though, so it's not such a surprise to me.
You just kind of take it for granted that you've been acting all these years and stardom and...
No, I thought you meant that I was 25.
No.
I've known that was coming since I was 24. No, it's not. It's mind-boggling, I guess. I don't really think about it all the time, you know. I have other things to think about, and I've liked working, and I want to keep working. I'm not that boggled by it.
And work you have. I enjoyed you very much in this film, Project X. I really did. I enjoyed your role.
Thank you.
I always enjoy your work. Enjoyed you in Ferris Bueller and all the Horton Foot things. And this picture, though, is so entirely different in many aspects. I'm thinking that maybe a year from now, when all of you get together, if you should, then you'll be telling chimp stories. What will be your favorite chimp story?
I don't know. I've been trying to... I can't remember like a single episode. I can think of just so many things. I think just getting to know chimpanzees for the first time was just so remarkable, and that we all have so many stories about it, because after 5 months with them, you really get to... They're like friends. I have a great respect for them, and it was great to be able to get comfortable enough with them to be able to sort of play with them and tickle them and have them laugh and have them groom me and me to groom them. And this sounds sort of silly, I guess, but it feels like getting to know like a brother, you know, another part of our planet, which was great.
What was the most surprising thing about the chimps?
Surprising thing? Well, I was surprised at all the different things, how much they could learn, how many tricks, if you want to call them that, how many different things the trainers could get them to do just by talking to them, just by telling them, you know, go pick that up and bring it here, and they can it was remarkable. I also, and physically they're very impressive, what great climbers and how strong they are, and they're made out of iron. I mean, someone fall out of a tree, you know, fall like 2 stories and land on his back, and you know, he was out for a moment and then got up and was fine. You know, they're just so tough, and they're just, I don't know what the most remarkable thing. It's hard when you think of what's the most remarkable thing.
Well, that's pretty remarkable. I didn't know that they could fall
How rough they are. Yeah, they can do a
distances.
lot of things, and they're also they're very smart, and in a very, very different way than human beings are. I once read an article that said a chimp is as smart as a 7-year-old human, which is really like, to me, is very far from the truth, because it's not like a stupid or an undeveloped human. It's a chimp. It's a different kind of intelligence, and when you get to know them well enough, you have a real respect for the complexity of their characters, and they're all different and they're very individual.
Matthew, I read that this part was not written with you in mind. Did they have someone else in mind?
No, I don't think it was written for anybody, no. I think it was written just to suit the story.
And when they approached you, did you right away want to do it?
It was one of those things I right away liked it, but I thought, well, this probably isn't such a great part, but it's a great movie, and I thought, I don't know. But I couldn't. It's like it always seems to happen with me when I do something, is I couldn't let it go. I kept thinking about it, and I sort of just put it off. And then about a month later, it turned out I couldn't do it because it was going to conflict the schedule of this with Ferris Bueller, which I was doing at the time, and I realized I was terribly disappointed. So then I really got on the warpath, and thankfully this movie got delayed because it took longer to train the chimps than they thought, so I got to do it. But I really wanted to do it very badly.
And now you're going to do Biloxi Blues.
That's right, yeah.
Have you started shooting?
No. Start April 6th.
So that means then that you and Neil Simon have made peace?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Who made the first move, you or Neil?
I guess Neil. I mean, Neil asked me to do the movie. That's the only piece we've made.
Yeah. You all had a falling out, and it's been well publicized, and Neil at least has talked very openly. I haven't seen you to talk with you about it. But was it really just a misunderstanding, or, or did it just kind of get out of hand, or what was it?
It's hard to describe it. I guess it just got out of hand, and I guess it just... it's really hard for me to... It would be such a long story to try to be fair and accurate about it. There'd be so many things that I'd have to talk about, And I also don't really like the idea of airing a disagreement in the public, or, if I say, well, Neil did this, then he'll say, well, Matthew, I don't really want to get into a thing. It's good enough to know that we really have made up, and we had dinner and everything, and we're friends, so I don't really want to hash it out on TV, you know what I mean? And
so you're comfortable now with one another?
Sure.
That's great. Yeah, I think it's always better when you can... Reconciliation's
sure. Oh,
wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Well, Matthew, it's good to see you again, and congratulations on this movie. I hope it does well, because it's got a lot going for it, and I really did enjoy your performance a whole lot.
I'm very glad.
Thanks, Matthew. Come back to Texas to see us. You're overdue.
Yeah, I like Texas.
Give my best to Horton, too.
I will.
He's a nice friend. I like him. Isn't he a sweet, sweet man?
I know him very well.
All right, you can stand up for a second. We're going to move the chair back.
Yeah, and shoot me as widely as you can, considering your background. I know the problem, but do the best you can.
Oh, okay. About a waist is
yeah.
I can do for you.
Yeah, that will be all right if you can do that. That'll be fine. Okay.
Let me just...
And just whenever you're ready, just tell me.
On your cue again.
Okay.
But the brown tape is open.
Okay. Matthew, what is your favorite chimp story? What was the most surprising thing for you in working with the chimps? I read that originally this role was not written for you. Who was it written for? Was this a part that you wanted to do, or did you have to stop and think about it for a while? Have you started shooting Biloxi Blues yet? Does that mean then that you and Neil Simon have made peace? I only know Neil Simon's side of the story. What is it all about anyway? Was it just a misunderstanding? And now just give your reactions. Okay, thank you.
Stop tape.